We wanted to make sure for this film that it was a really deeply emotional film. That, while at the same time it has action, it has spectacle, it has all the things that people come to expect in a Transformers film, we wanted to ground it in something that was really deep and emotional and character-driven. And so, because of that, it meant that our actors had to be extraordinary, that they could really bring that kind of emotion to the set, when oftentimes they're acting against something that isn't there. Bumblebee is a CG-generated character, and so Haley and John Cena and George, when they act against him, there's nothing there, and so we have to talk through what the emotions are, what's happening, what the choreography is going to be like. But it's all theater of the mind stuff. Usually, it's a tennis ball on a stick, and so we really needed actors of extraordinary ability and imagination to be able to pull off that authentic emotion in order to convey the kinds of feelings that we were going for the film, and I think we got it in this cast. She really is extraordinary. I think that was one of her biggest concerns going into this project was, you get a response when you're working with other actors, is that she was going to have to essentially fly blind. So it was a pretty tricky challenge, but she is so exceptionally talented and a great artist in her own right. We're able to talk through these scenes, and she does an amazing job. I think people will really be moved by her performance. There are analogs. There's a lot of it that's the same, and then there are a whole host of things that are different. I mean, my animation background, going back 20 years, really did help me in the sense of, one of the main characters in the film is an animated character, and so that same kind of disciplined perspective that I bring to animation, I was able to bring to that side of the performance. But working, with actors, on locations, there's all sorts of challenges in a live-action film that you never experience when you're in a controlled, contained environment when you're working in animation. It just required me to be a little bit more nimble than I typically am, and it's a lot faster. I mean, my last film, Kubo, took 5 years to make. This one, we were done shooting in a matter of months, so it's a lot faster, but it was an amazing experience. As when I was a kid, I grew up loving these characters. They meant a lot to me. I had these toys, I watched the cartoons, I read the comic books. So the idea that for a 10-year-old me would grow up to make a film about these very same characters that I loved, it really is kind of extraordinary. I feel like I'm very, very lucky.